Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, my music! Let it ride!
What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your girl, Maimuxic, coming to you with Uptown Sounds powered by Sonic Scout Radio. And y'all already know how we get down on the Uptown Sound. For the next hour, we are going to have us a really, really great time. I promise y'all, we got some great music. There's a great conversation I can't wait for y'all to hear. I was joined by none other than Al Storm. We had a dope conversation, and I want y'all to make sure y'all tap in with that. But you're gonna have to wait a little bit, cause I got to get into the music. I got to break y'all off with something that it's been had me in a chokehold. All right, since it came out. And if y'all don't know, if you new to the family, if y'all been here, y'all probably should already know. But my favorite producer, if you ask me who my favorite producer is, I'ma tell you it's this guy right here, my brother, King J. And let me tell y'all, he released a project back in September called Cloud9, Chokehold ever since. Chokehold ever since. So you know what, I ain't even gonna gatekeep y'all, I'm gonna bring y'all in, cause that's bro, and he got a joint right here. This has been on repeat. Alright, this is my brother King J, and this is his joint, Cold Heart, featuring Aaron Cox. This is Uptown Sounds powered by Sonic Scout Radio. Let's go! Let y'all know right now, you gonna hear the whole album on Uptown Sounds. Like I kid y'all not, that's the second joint on there. Yeah, we running through all 11 of them, bro. We running through all 11 of them because it's really going like that. And if y'all don't know, King J, he holds a very special place in my heart. That's really big, bro. Like, we are 8 and 34. We have a project called 8 and 34. And if you not hip to it, that's Shaq and Kobe. You know what I mean? That's big, bro. He been teaching me. He reached out to me some years ago just on some random DM, like, hey, you go. Like, what's up with you? And ever since then, like, we've been tapped in. Like, I've released the most of my music with my brother, and he is the extraordinary. Like, he is a genius. He always ripping off some new album he got. He just dropping them out back to back. He always ripping through some new joints. He always sending me new joints, man. That's bro right there. And y'all make sure y'all tap in, because we got a whole Christmas joint. December is quickly approaching. Which means y'all about to hear that Christmas joint that we did. But big shout out to Big Bro. That was his joint off of his new project called Cloud9. That joint is called Cold Heart, featuring Aaron Cox. We gonna keep things moving on with Uptown Sounds. And we gonna get into my other brother right here and his project that also has me in a chokehold. And let me just, before we get into this next song, let me just say this right now. All of my artists out there, I genuinely do not care what nobody say. Music is such an incredible space right now, man. We have so many incredible artists that's really out here putting out classics. And this joint right here is off of another classic. Like, y'all heard me, we played this joint through the summer because it was amazing. Might have been early fall, end of summer, somewhere in there. But anywho, this brother right here, he another one that don't miss. He do not miss. Y'all know that that audio. I don't know, I can't remember who the audio is of, but it was like they talking about Steph Curry, and they like that do not miss. That's how I feel about this one right here. And if you don't know, I'm talking about my brother Allay, Earhart. And this is a joint off of his newly released project called 2005. If you haven't already listened to it, go and stream my brother's 2005. I know he got it up for sale. I don't know. I'm gonna get y'all the website. I'm gonna get y'all all the information. I gotta tap in with him. I'm in the process of trying to get him on a show. We just gotta work out schedules and everything. But y'all make sure y'all support bro, because he's one of those. He's an entrepreneur. He's a businessman. And let me tell you, I admire everything that he's doing. I really look up to him. Like, this is for real, bro. Like, listen, when I tell y'all, when you get played on Uptown Sounds, I never try to make it like a one-time, one-off sort of situation. Like, I really want, we be family, we be locked in, like, check on each other, how the family doing, that type deal. You know what I mean? This is a family over here at Uptown Sounds. But let me go before I get carried away. Y'all know I go on a little rant, so he's just gonna get into the music. And this right here is my brother, Allay Earhart, with his joint, War, off of his new project, 2005. Let's get it.
Uptown, downtown. My wall against your wall. We can set it off. Go to war. Go to war. I say my wall against your wall. We can face off. Go to war. Go to war. I'm from that CALLIOPE. Everybody getting served, even in OPD. Raw nut cut. You won't see this on TV. Chopper City where you're living ever since I was a BG. Raised by the killers that were chilling in the cut. When you living by the pistol, you gotta keep it tough. No hesitation if you up and better bust. Live by the core, retaliation is a must. Play it by the rules to whomever it concerned. Dog, your best to keep it cool. The cutter bullets burn. Concrete juggle when you stepping in this element.
brand new 40, 32 in a clip like Tyron. Any problems? This shit'll get ugly like Dennis Rodman. Got this chopper chicken in your hood like it's pussy popping. Block boy, I'm so hot boy, I need a motherfucking towel. Diamonds dancing in my chain, doing a fucking Eddie Bauer. Put your chickens like I work at Kroger's. Nigga just sold a whole brick of YOLO right there on Saratoga. Bitch, I told you, I'll take it off your fucking shoulder. Or put a bird on your head, Marcus Mariota. With this AK, leave a nigga DOA. Drag a bitch from the river, dump the body in Charbonnet. Everybody won't be hard till they step in the mall. I don't send no threats, I'm sending a bitch to God. Johnny Quest, motherfucker, the chef off Dalman. And I'm cooking salmon like the chef off Dalman, nigga.
I walk, yes, your walk. We can set it up, go to war. Go to war. I say my walk, yes, your walk. We can face up, go to war. Go to war. Go to war. Go to war. Walk. Walk. We at war, what is? Walk. Walk. We at war, round. Walk. Walk. We at war, dog. Walk. 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 Them boys at war. I say them boys at war. Man, them villains from Uptown, them boys at war. Man, them boys at war. I say them boys at war. Man, them villains from downtown, them boys at war. Man, them boys at war. I say them boys at war. Man, them villains out the east, yeah, them boys at war. Man, them boys at war. I say them boys at war. Yeah, them villains off the West Bank, them boys at war.
Come on, Al. I'm about to bring you in the 6-1 by your daddy.
None of a chance, Q93 is your boy. Wow, when we about to roll the 9 o'clock props, but I got a brand spanking new beat for the 9-9. I'm about to drop it on you. Y'all ready? Here it comes.
Fire. Fire. I need one of them joints where you hit the button and then the noise like drop. I need the bomb noise right there. Yo, that's fire. You know what I be thinking when I play y'all music on Uptown Sounds? Like, no kidding. As I was listening to War, I was like, yo, I know, bro. Like, I know him. I can hit him up. Like, y'all really are superstars to me. I kid you not. Like, I'm so happy and I'm so proud to be here and be able to put on for my peers in this thing, man. I'm fans of y'all, like, for real. I do not be trying to gas it. I don't care enough to try to gas it. Like, I play what I like. When I go out searching for music, when y'all send me music, if I like it, it's getting played, yo. Cause listen, y'all are incredible. Y'all are so incredible. So big shout out to Allay Earhart. That was his joint War. Please, if you haven't already, if you were able to check out season 1, I want to say episodes 9, 10, 11. We play Allay. We play some of the joints from his new joint, his new project 2005. But if you have not already, please go listen to it. It is such an important project. It's so imperative. What he's talking about is so important. It's so important that we as a people come together and understand each other's stories and understand what each other's been through. Cause you know what? We got so much in common, it's not even funny. Like, for real, we have so much in common we don't even really understand. It may not look the same, it may not sound the same, but we done all been through something. We all got a story, and it has led us to where we are now. And speaking of stories, I ain't even gonna keep y'all waiting no more, cause this next man has an incredible story. I had the opportunity to sit down with none other than Al Storm and go through just listen. He talks about this in the conversation, but we only touched on a little bit of his story. It's so much more, man. So I just want to send a shout out to Al Storm. I appreciate you, bro. I love the conversation. I had an opportunity just to listen and soak in so much game and so much that I took from it. So y'all, without further ado, let's welcome on none other than Al Storm to Uptown Sounds. Let's get it. We good. Appreciate you hopping on with us. How you doing?
I'm living that life. You know, already know. I'm over here at the beach on the west side. I started on the east side. Believe it or not. I started on the east side 2013. That's my whole introduction to Michigan. I came over
I got a contract to play for the Saginaw Sting. They had a Sting in Bay City.
Yeah.
And I stayed around for a couple of years, met some guys. Actually, I stopped rapping for like 5 years and was just getting back into it. I was in Arizona playing ball, and then I landed in Saginaw.
Mm-hmm.
And I met a guy named Gaza, who's a legend in Flint.
Legend.
And we dropped my first tape in 5 years. So it did really good. But anyhow, I'm kind of jumping over it because, but
you good. Yeah. You good. No, I love that. I love that. We just played Gaza last week on the show. So big shout out to him. Shout out to him. Before we get started, what you got in front of you? Because you came stacked ready to go.
You already know. So we do a lot. That's Silver in the back too, if y'all see it.
Shout out to Silver.
Yeah, she in the corner there. But we do a lot. So we are the third best extracted team in the whole area of Michigan. So pretty much the whole state of Michigan, as far as extracting. So we produce wax, right? So been in the game. We started in 22. We really didn't know really too much. Me and my partners just put out our talents together, and we were on the festival run. And we did really, really well. Actually, our first 2 years, people were like, "Yo, this doesn't happen to people." We're new. We don't know.
Right.
You don't know no better. Yeah. So it was a great experience. We did that for the next following year, and then after that, a lot of things started opening up for us. So we ended up forming a company, and now we're the only company that's delivering in where we're at in West Michigan and Ottawa County. So it's pretty cool. So the products here, we have all wax infused, 1,000 milligram. So we specialize in high dose edibles. We have a lot of clients that don't smoke. We have a lot of older senior clients as well that don't smoke, that these products work really well. Also, younger people like it as well. I think it's kind of a mix of both, but my older generation, they really love it because they don't like to smoke.
Right.
So 1,000 milligrams of concentrate with so this is like your Kool-Aid of all Kool-Aids. You okay? All right. And then over here, so the first couple of years, like I said, we hitting the market. We're going to different cities on the east side, down south of Michigan, north, everywhere, right? Anywhere they're doing any festivals, anywhere they're doing anything cannabis related, we're there, right? So we're the new kids on the block. Over the years, inspired by these guys that were doing the syrup. A lot of people weren't doing the syrup. So we really would buy their syrup. And because we were doing so many festivals, so they were a vendor. So we got motivated to come up with our own brand. So over the last 2 years or so, we've kind of been in that realm, but we step it up a little bit. So we do, again, these are 1,000 milligram syrup concentrated tree lean. I have a song called Tree Lean. Got about 30K on YouTube. Check me out on it. I actually just did a promo on it yesterday. It's so crazy to talk about it. But yeah, so this is really cool. We made it. So we over the last 2 years, we've heard it all.
Yeah.
So we came up with a way where you don't have to mix it with anything. You can drink it straight out the bottle, just sip on it, boom, put it down, hit your little J, you're good.
Yeah.
Or you can mix it with whatever you want to mix it. And so we got 2 flavors that were we've had like 7, 8 different flavors. We brought them down to 2 flavors because it's just, for us, we know what people mostly buy. So we got the mango, and then we got the blue raspberry. Ooh. So syrup, straight out the bottle, you chilling, hitting your J or nothing. You good. But this is, again, 1,000 milligrams. So everybody's body's different. Somebody might be like, oh, I sip half the bottle. I'm good.
Right. This ain't nothing.
And your people are like, all right, I'm gonna try that, and they just can't get off the couch.
Right.
Everybody's body's different. Everybody's body's gonna react different. We always tell people to try it out and see what your body says. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the most popular ones. We have 1,250, 1,250 milligrams of infused honey. And this is honey from the farms, organic honey. Really cool.
That's dope.
Our senior citizen people, this is the most popular with them. They put it in
Yeah.
their tea. Some people just eat it with the spoon. I eat it. I just
I ain't
couple
never
spoons.
heard of it in like I ain't never heard no honey with it.
Nobody's
Like,
doing it. That's why
yeah,
extracting queen. We here,
that's
West
dope.
Michigan. We're on the beach. We do this. So
That's
yes,
dope.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
dope.
So absolutely. So yeah, it's just hard work.
Yeah.
Opportunity and just and we're trying to move forward and grow in the community. We've done a lot of DJ competition, give backs, free dabs all night,
Yeah.
free J's all night. You can roll up as many times you want all night. Right here in Holland, I've done this. We've done DJ competitions. First place wins $200, and we've really given back to the community. Like it's not like, oh, we all about trying to get, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's one of those things that we worked hard for this, and now we're a household name brand in Michigan, and it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire. That's fire. Hey, hit him up, y'all. He gonna get you right. Hit him up.
Already. And we have everything else. I mean, a couple things I don't have. We have suckers too. We have 500 milligram suckers and then 500 milligram gummies. We tell people to cut them up in fours. You don't want to just take the whole
Right.
500 to see where you at. But
Yeah.
we do have those on stock and flour concentrates. We have over 32 different strains of concentrate. You got your whatever you like. Your sauce diamonds. We have it all. You know what I mean?
Fire.
So yeah. You
Fire.
check out the website. I'll send everything over.
Yeah, shoot the website over. Can you drop it real quick for the people?
Yeah,
Real
the
quick?
website is eqwellnesscbd.com. And yes, check out the website. There's a phone number there as well. Talk to customer service. We about that action.
I
out
love
here in
it.
West Michigan,
I
you know
love
what I
it.
mean?
I love what you got going on. Y'all tap in, get
Definitely
you some
tap in.
EQ. Gonna get you right. For sure get you right.
I'm gonna get you right.
Well, for everybody who don't know you, can you give us a brief introduction of who you are as an artist, as a creative, as well as a business owner,
yeah.
and kind of what was your introduction into this space?
Man, so a little bit about me, guys. Actually, again, going back from earlier when we were talking about me coming to the East Side, starting my career out here, playing professional arena football. That's what actually brought me here to the Midwest. I knew nothing about the Midwest. All I heard about Detroit was 8 Mile, Eminem, what we knew. You know what I'm saying? A couple heads, a couple old heads that, but at the end of the day, that's all we knew as people, where we from. So the experience has been great. As far as the hip hop is rich, very rich over in Flint area and like the Dungeon family, a lot of rich hip hop soil. So it was a privilege for me to even be around because at this time I don't know where my surroundings. I'm just getting my I'm playing at the Event Dow Center and that's all I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing else. So I'm meeting people. Ended up I met a guy that told me to link up with a guy named Brady Gaza, and Brady's probably done, he's done about, I mean, I'm going to say maybe 20, 30 records of mine. He's recorded about 30 of my records.
Fire.
So, so he helped me get back in the game as far as me having a reliable place, a reliable engineer. He's like the most cleanest, like he'll get you clean, like he's going to get you radio ready.
Right.
And so it was a blessing working with him, and it ended up getting opportunity to come to the west side of the state. Long story short, I never left the west side of the state, been there 10 years, grinding, watching the hip hop scene. A few people knew I was rapping or whatever, and so I ended up, 10 years now being in West Michigan at the beach. I feel like I have a voice, you know what I'm saying? I've reached out to some of the gatekeepers, some of the big time promoters, some of the guys that are helping these other artists type thing, have local record labels, things of that nature. I've reached out to these guys, but a lot of these guys don't have time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys are like, yo, I've been committed to these guys for like 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So I've been kind of, okay, cool, waiting my turn. And then at the end of the day, it was one of those things for me. It was like getting a reliable producer that I can always rely on. I'm always leaving Holland to go to Grand Rapids to record. And then plus I have a full-time job. I'm a general manager running hotels. It's just a very hard try to manage time to go back and forth At the time, I also had teenage kids too. So it's just like, for me, it was very difficult. Now I have an engineer that's in-house that's
Yeah.
actually a legend in Holland, with a couple other DJs that's legendary around here. So
Yeah.
I've made from the DJ competition, getting the local acts, I was able to kind of bridge the gap where I needed, to bridge the gap. Now it's like, oh, Al Storm's here. He's been here.
Mm-hmm.
Holland is claiming me. So they've been claiming, they waiting for me to perform at Park Theater. So like, I have a lot going on. Like my
Yeah.
momentum is crazy right now. Now I have a studio guy that's like, yo, Alan, it's been a week. You need to get in here. Like, so it's like, it feels good to have that,
Yeah.
plus it's like, it makes me like, it's in my backyard. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
gotta put on for the city. It's time for me to rise, and then we gonna see where the chips fall.
Yeah, nah, that's super fire, and I always try to talk to people about the reality of like being an artist, but also being a human. Because I think sometimes a lot, especially like the younger generation, they look at it and they don't think about hey, I gotta go to work in the morning. Like, what we doing? Like, is it realistic for me to be going to Grand Rapids every other
Right.
day to record and do this, and this? So, can you speak to how you have managed to balance hey, I gotta go to work, I gotta do this, I gotta live, I gotta survive, but I'm also paving a way, and I'm creating a lane for myself, I'm creating a name for myself in the city,
Right.
and the city is, like, we starting to really build that momentum. But can you kind of speak to how you balance all of that? Plus you got your business too that you running.
So I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. So I give you the foundation, the meat and potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah.
don't want to. So I've been on my own since I was 16 years old. Right. I'm from Northern Virginia, Washington D.C. That's where
Mm-hmm.
I'm originally from. A lot of great talent. The talent is supreme.
Yeah.
Every city, every place has their challenges, right?
Yep.
It's so different. It's so unique where I can go to different cities, and I wish I had some of the problems that this
Yeah.
city has
Yep.
than the problems that we have.
That
It's
we
so
yep.
funny, right? So in my city, the issues are so many variables, but nonetheless, great artists. Nobody from Northern Virginia has really hit the top. We have a guy by the name of Black Cobain. We have a guy by the name of Black Cobain that got to Currency,
Mm-hmm.
who bridged the gap. Now he's in LA, came back. This is over about 12 year span I'm giving y'all right here, right? We got a guy named Black Cobain that made some records with Rick Ross, did some records with Lil Wayne, was basically on the shelf for many years. We got blessed. Currency picked him up, had a nice little momentum, and then kind of,
Mm-hmm.
things happen. Now it's just like kind of fizzled out a little bit. But he's the only one that kind of solidified Northern Virginia. Now we have a couple young guys that are from right around my cities that are kind of twisting around the corner.
Yeah.
And then you got me, the one that kind of started it all.
Yeah.
So I started rapping in 2000. I dropped the tape in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
I was about 21, 22. I sold about 10,000 copies by myself, burning them joints with my team.
Yeah.
And we made a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? And thought it was gonna last. Had opportunity. I had some people that were trying to connect me with Missy and Timbaland.
Mm.
I was supposed to go down to meet them or try to meet them with this guy that had a connect, so to speak. Back in the day, every 4th of July, Missy, Timbo, everybody would do a huge thing at Virginia Beach.
Mm-hmm.
So I was slated to go down there. Some things happened for me not to be able to make it. Some serious things. We're gonna bypass all that. And by the time I got out and everything, life hit. I got to catch up, take care of family, all these type of things.
Mm-hmm.
And so my time came and left, right?
Mm.
Still rapping, doing, just kind of just keeping my talents alive, so to speak, just dropping and making good music. And then ended up going through a divorce,
Mm-hmm.
stopped rapping for like 4 or 5 years. before the divorce, just kind of, and then going into divorce brought me back into the game. And then just so happened to start playing professional football. The way that happened is had a guy that I grew up with kept on asking me to come out and play semi-pro football. So I go out play semi-pro football, meet the semi-pro football community. I get hurt my first year. So people don't really know how athletic I am, but I was hungry to it. The following year, within that end of that season and that following year, I've been playing arena football since. So I started about 2010, guys, and I'm 20 at this point. 2010, I'm 27, 28 at this point, and people are like, "Yo, you're too old for this." And I've been on a 15-year run now. I'm 43, and I'm the oldest guy in the country still playing, and I'm suiting up again to play again for going to my 16th season, going into the 26th season. So it's something that's a part of me, which with all of that saying, each city that I'm able to go to, I've always been in the studio, keep on recording. Fast forward, I make it to the west side of the state. You know, my kids are getting older. I can't keep on bouncing different cities.
Yeah.
So I say, you know what? I land here, beach town. I get them for the summers anyways. I can save a lot of money. We're at the beach. I can explore West Michigan. And then it became a thing where I also have a hotel management degree, which is kind of didn't even think I was ever going to use this thing. I got this thing in high school. So I had extra credits.
Oh, wow.
Where I was able to use it in an elective instead of like PE or something like that. I could take a trade class. So I took this trade class that took me to another high school that literally got me like basically associates my junior year. Got me associates my junior year. Kept that in the back pocket. You know what I'm saying? And then like end up using it for life. So I end up going into that and been running hotels for the last 17 years, which it fits my lifestyle. Each city that I go to, I can always get a hotel job. You know what I mean? So it kind of, and that's how it was. Just, you know, each city keep rocking. Now I made it a foundation. I'm in one city. It's been a decade, still making music, still taking care of my kids. Now my kids, I got 2 that are grown, 2 that are still in high school, and I'm still, you know, I'm managing to build this body of work now that's just like, it's disgusting. You can't really touch me. So I have a catalog for every kind of group. You know, I can go do a wedding, I can do a 20-minute set, 25-minute set, clean records. And I do a lot of remix records, pop records that nobody even thought to do that. I got that from a guy named Max B. That's coming home in a couple weeks, actually. So it's crazy. I'm an East Coast rapper, so you know I'm influenced by East Coast guys. You know, growing up, you know, my favorite rapper is Styles P, Holiday the Ghost. You know, if I had to say a mix of my whole flow, I would have to say Holiday has a third of that because I'm just captivated by this guy, how he can say so much in a few bars. And that's what I learned from him. Like I can say 4 bars and it's like a sentence. Yeah. And a lot of people don't get that, but people that know hip hop understand it's like, wow, you know, and there's a lot of great lyricists that go on and on and on, but I can say 4 bars and you know, when you listen to my music, it's like, I can tell it's easy for me to tell a story because I can set up my 4 bars, you know, damn near a beginning, middle, end. You know what I mean? And it's just dope that I can captivate people and keep people's attention. And not a lot of people have that. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm influenced by East Coast rappers. So now I'm in a space where I got a great producer. He has beats. You know, it's like, you need a single. Like, you nice. Like, you know, you're wasting your talent. I stopped making original records literally 10 years ago because it just hurt. It comes and goes. So I vowed myself I'll make maybe 3 original records a year. I vowed to this, and now it's coming back to bless me in a way that I just kept to my roots because I felt like I didn't want to give away my music, but I can always do a mixtape record. People will always know that record, and if I'm good enough to flip it, which I usually am, I can mimic any artist in the industry. So for me, it's like, okay, this is hot right now. I'm gonna mimic his pattern, tell my story,
Yeah.
and keep it moving to the next year. So then by the time, and I've been doing that for 12 years. So now it's like, okay, Al, you know, hey, drop a couple singles, so they don't, so now it's like, whoa, like it's just too much. I have too much material, and now I'm comfortable dropping singles because I got great beats, I got a great producer. So I'm in an exciting space where it's like, now I'm going to actually drop an album here. And that's crazy. I've never dropped the album. I've dropped the mixtape. I have an album. I have 25 clean records never released.
Wow.
Like that can go. And I have about 4 singles that could probably hit the 200 Billboard if I had the machine behind me.
Yeah.
But again, I'm so paranoid to give my music away. I do mixtape joints. And then now, like, so I just dropped a single, right? Pretty Woman.
Yep.
I don't feel comfortable. I don't have the marketing dollars to make this go at least place, right? But it's been out for 2 months almost. I got 25,000 views. That tells me I have a core audience, and I'm okay. I just got to continue to fight until somebody either believes in me or it just continues to be organically. I don't mind, and I'm not trying to get, and that's another thing, guys, I don't want a record deal. I'm not looking for a record deal. Like, for me, I'm just looking at recognition for where I come from in Holland, Michigan now, because the pressure is on my shoulders. Like, people are putting the pressure on my shoulders. So, and then from where I'm from, it's just old. So I want to be known nationally. I'm good with being known nationally as one of the best MCs from Northern Virginia, period. I'm good with that, right? And everybody knowing who I am. I'm good with that. If it gets to that or it gets past that, I'm good, because I can still perform and get the brown paper bag and make $4,000 and within 2-3 weeks just performing downtown. Like, you know, I'm good if I make an extra $5-6 grand a month just performing locally. Like, I don't need, because this right here, I'm projecting within the next 4 years, it'd be ridiculous where I'm going to be. I'll be able to help so many other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then my people do mission work. So, like, I'm trying to financially get myself in a space where I can go to South Africa and do mission work and not worry about paying the rent at the crib and making sure the people that are working for me are running the companies. That's where I'm at 4 years from now. You know, my youngest is a sophomore. My daughter, middle child, she's a senior this year. So let me fall back a little bit. So first one, he'll be 26 actually in a couple of days. FBI Secret Service agent. He accomplished that. Now he's actually taking over his grandfather's business. This guy's out of here, right? He's been out of here for the last 4 years. My second oldest, he actually came here and lived with me. Quarterback. My oldest had a Division I scholarship as well. He was a linebacker, running back, and D-line guy. So, like, we're an athletic bunch. My daughter, she's a shooting guard. There's a lot going on with her right now. At the end of the day, it's just like the responsibilities. And what I'm thinking is I have to build longevity financial gain for my family at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? A man, all he has is his word and what he left. You know what I'm saying? And I've learned that as a young person, because I've been on my own since I was 16, right? So first one at 17, second at 21, third at 25, the last at 27. Went through a divorce when the youngest were 2 and 1. First time they've ever even seen me play professional sports was when they were 15 and 16.
Wow.
So, like, I've worked it's been a hard journey for me, but West Michigan, Midwest has been keeping me alive as my opportunities come, because I'm a grinder. I'm not going to stop. You know what I mean? COVID, it impacted a lot of people, COVID. You know what I mean? But I kept rocking. Everybody had to keep on rocking, right? So it's the same mentality when you have children. It's like you're always in COVID mindset. Like, you got to take care of your family. It's just, there's no way around it. You know what I mean? If you're a real man, that takes care of his business and takes care of who he has to take care of as a man. You know what I mean? And I didn't have that. I had to learn that from the streets. And getting off of the streets, understanding my mindset. Also, I'm a spiritual guy. You know what I mean? I love Jesus. I'm born again. He died for my sins. So he's always tugging at me. There's a time clock too, because I be trying to argue with Jesus. I don't know why. I don't know why we try to argue with Jesus. There's a time clock. He wants me to do Christian music. I actually have a Christian record. I haven't recorded one in about 10 years. Yeah, it's been 10 years since I recorded one, but I have one on my YouTube channel. It's called The People Need Jesus. We reflipped Jay-Z, Kanye. I forget the name of the record. We flipped that joint. But, and so for me, it's like, yo, he's given me too much, right? I become a professional athlete off of the ashes. I've always thought I was going to be a professional. I thought I was going to go to the NBA. I could damn near jump from the free throw line. That's a whole different story. Now I'm a football player. That's a whole different story. God gives me so many different opportunities, but I know my time's ticking. So I'm trying to solidify where I come from as the best,
right?
And then rebirth myself. I reincarnated myself in the Midwest in a beach town, and it's been an incredible experience for me. And just growing and then having my kids been here a decade, right? Watching them grow up in this area. So it's like, it's an obligation now for me. And it's been, my time is here. Like I literally put 10 years on the clock. Not saying I've been on the shelf for 10 years, but I've been just working, taking care of my family. And now my opportunities, okay, my kids are a little bit older. Okay, they're almost out the door. Everybody's almost good. Oh, I'm free? Y'all messed up. I'm still nice. I'm still nice. Like I'm free. And I'm building. Like, and so it's like all the momentum, people are like, yo, where did he come from? I just been really putting my head down, working really hard. You know what I'm saying? And the gatekeepers know. And the pressure's on. You can bring whatever MC you want. And this is not, nothing arrogant or nothing like that. I'm putting it out there. If anybody you think got bars, just say something on wax. And a lot of these guys is nice. Some of these are nice, but they're not really on that elite. That's how I feel. There's only one or two elite people where I'm at. I've heard. Maybe I have not heard some other guys, and I probably haven't heard 5, 10 guys, probably maybe 12 guys. Maybe I haven't heard around my way. But for what I see, the smoke that's out there, you know what I'm saying? There's only a couple. And it's like, what? Like, I'm the nicest where I'm from and beyond. It's not you could put me in a room with Styles P. You could put me in a room with Big Sean. You could put me in a room with Eminem. I got check out the Eminem joints I did. I never knew I killed that. Like, it's too much. It's just too much. So I've built my resume to, if I do make it, and these guys check my catalog, a lot of these guys is their records. They're going to be like, yo. And I made sure that I paid homage enough, they would be like, they would respect that. Oh yeah, that's dope that how he redid that. You know what I'm saying? Like and that's the difference. Like people don't have that in their bag, and that's more so an East Coast thing, I think, because we mixtape heavy. Like we live off of mixtape. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's one of those things. It's like it's in me, right? And then so even with the newer generation are starting to do mixtapes now. And they're trying to go back to, everything's going to our really the mid 90s, late 90s, early 2000. That's what's in now. So a lot of that stuff is coming back, and it's like I'm still in my bag. Like I stay true to myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing.
Listen, that's an amazing, and I call it a testimony that you shared with us. And I think like one of the most important things that you expressed that came through to me was like, you said, I'm not trying to get signed to a label. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm just, if I do this, I'm good. And I think so many of our young artists coming up, even myself, like coming up, I did not know that there were other options other than being either you Jay-Z or you ain't nobody. And then I got older and I started to realize, hey, it's a whole group of people that excel at this level, and they good at this. Like they make a living, they do what they want to do. They have the freedom to move around. And I think that that's so important because you're a living testimony to that. Like these artists can look
Big
to
facts.
you and see your catalog and see your success and see that you can go into any room and you gonna be straight. Like I could tell
Big facts.
immediately when you was talking, I was like, yeah, he a hustler. He gonna get to it one way or another. He gonna get to it.
Got to.
Yeah, nah. I love that. I love that so much. But Al, we gonna keep an eye on everything that you got going. Drop that website for us one more time.
Yo, EQWellnessCBD.com. Check me out. You can find us on the IG, extracting_queen. Extracting_queen on the IG. On my IG, 703 General. That's the 703 General. You already know what it is. Tap in on me. West Michigan. We stay wavy. Look for the next record, man. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, we gonna tap in with you. I gotta get the look. I'm trying to set up a little rap battle or something on here.
Hey, look. You know, a lot of these guys, that's all they be doing, rap battles. And I don't be knocking the rap battles. Like I was doing that 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. So like for me, I'm not a versus. We could do a versus, but like at the same time, like I think I can get on the Billboard. My story is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I might, and that's another thing. They looking for more than just rap. Like I'm a guy that's doing legendary stuff right now. Yeah. And that's real talk. You know what I mean? There's not too many 43-year-olds that's playing professional sports at a high level. Every year I'm around 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds. Like that's what you can't make this stuff up. So my story as well, I think could get me over if somebody would turn over the rock.
Yep, for sure. Well, hey, we're going to be pushing you on Uptown Sounds. I so appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you're doing out there. Keep grinding. I'm going to be supporting. I'm going to be keeping an eye out. If you ever got any new joints, send them over, man. We'll throw some remixes on. We'll throw whatever on there.
Look, I got you. Salute on that. I got y'all, yo. Straight up.
For sure. I appreciate you, Al, for taking time out. We're going to be tapping in with you. Much love to you. Wishing you all the blessings in the world.
Appreciate you, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stay blessed.
Always, likewise. Big shout out to Al Storm. Listen, I love that conversation. I got to do a lot of listening and I got to do a lot of learning. If y'all haven't already peeped it, I try to reach out to people who I feel have the knowledge, the understanding, the experience to give game to the younger generations, to help those of us who, and those, you know, who really just coming up, you know, like it's so many teens out here that's, you know, the barriers to entry have been taken away in music, but there is still a barrier to the knowledge, to the understanding, to the experiences. You know, anybody can go and pull up Pro Tools and you might mess around and, you know, hit one real quick. You know what I mean? You might mess around, hit one real quick. But the most important thing is if you don't know how to sustain, if you don't have the knowledge, if you don't have the understanding, then it really ain't gonna work out. And that's one of the things with Uptown Sounds. I always try to align this brand with those who have the knowledge, the understanding, the education to be able to give that game to not only me, but to y'all as well. You know what I mean? And Al Storm is no exception to that. If you didn't, one of my favorite things that he touched on and he talked about, and we had this conversation some weeks back in season 1, some months back actually, back in season 1, when we had the conversation with Pressure, and both Al Storm and Pressure spoke about how it doesn't have to be you the biggest thing in the world or you nothing. There's an opportunity to have a career somewhere in the middle, to live very nicely, to live very comfortably somewhere in the middle where you have a specific set of goals that you want to accomplish. And Al touched on this. He has specific goals. He ain't necessarily got to be the biggest thing in the world. I mean, if it pop, it pop. You know what I mean? We ain't going to turn it away. But what I'm searching for and what I'm reaching for is something that I want to accomplish. Not what everybody else has deemed what success is. And I think that's so important. I think that's so incredible. He also spoke about somebody, we played him here a little bit ago on Uptown Sounds, Gaza. he is where I'm from. He a legend. You know what I mean? Like, he one of the ones, I talked about it before we played this song. Like, he's somebody I have to reach out to. I'm working on, guys, if you're listening, I need you to come on Uptown Sounds, because he is just such a wealth of knowledge as well. And so I'm so appreciative for people like Al Storm, who walk in a room, and it's funny, he reminded me the information that he gave was very similar to the information that we got from Pressure. That confidence that he gave, if y'all don't remember that interview that we did with Smooth Peasy, like, they have that aura about them. And we live in such a society where we think that we confuse confidence with cockiness. And let me just tell y'all, the confidence to walk into any room, I don't care who in that room. I was always taught this, listen, I don't care who in that room. I don't care who doing this, who doing that. I just walked in the room. You know what I mean? I'm one of them ones. You might be one too, but I'm one of them ones. So when I walk into a room, I'm gonna walk into a room like one of them ones. You know what I mean? So big shout out to Al Storm. I absolutely love that conversation, bro. You gave me so much to think on, so much to ponder on. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with the brand. I loved it. Y'all head over to the official YouTube channel at Uptown Sounds Music, and y'all will be able to see the visual of the interview as well as hear the audio of it. Obviously, as you're listening to this, you'll just hear the audio version of it. But please, please, please head over there, check out the interview, hit to my Instagram page at Maimuxic, MAIMUXIC. I'll post a clip of the interview on there as well. Y'all check out his products. Like, bro came with product line ready to go. Like, soon as we hopped on, I'm like, oh, he got everything lined up, looking good. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what type of time he on right now. I love it. And y'all make sure y'all tap in with his website, eqwellness.cbd.com. Tap in with his products. Absolutely love it, bro. I'm super excited to have you part of the Uptown Sounds family. We gon' listen. His catalog sound crazy. All right, the catalog sound crazy. I'm still getting into the full catalog. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working my way through it. Now we got a joint we about to play here in a little minute, but I'm still working through the catalog. So that means y'all better go and work through that catalog with me. Because if I miss one and y'all like, nah, you gotta play this one, I'm expecting y'all to hit me with it. You know what I mean? And big shout out. I cannot go any further without shouting out DJ Tellum for making the introduction, for bridging that gap. Thank you. Big shout out to DJ Tellum. If y'all ain't hip, DJ Tellum, that's family, that's big bro. He has been on the show multiple times. Y'all make sure y'all head back to season 1. Tap in with those interviews that DJ Tellum gave us, because he another one. Wealth of knowledge, man. Wealth of knowledge. Listen, we are closing down on Uptown Sounds, but I want to thank each and every single one of y'all for tapping in and listening. Look, the family is growing. The family is expanding. I appreciate y'all and y'all patience with me as I'm working through expanding the whole brand and everything. Look, y'all, I like to consider myself a serial entrepreneur, but now I'm getting to the point when y'all hear this, I'm gonna be 27 because my birthday is by the time y'all hear this, my birthday was yesterday. So do what you please with that information, but nah, I'm getting to the point where it's like, I'm finding my rhythm as an owner, as a brand owner, as an entrepreneur. And let me just say, all of my artists out there, all of my creatives, my producers, songwriters, managers, what have you, so on and so forth. Listen, I understand the grind, I understand the ideas and trying to figure out how to bring those ideas to life. I'm right there with y'all. I tell y'all all the time, look, we going through all of this together. If you ever got some advice for your girl, feel free to drop it to me, because I be needing it too. I I be needing it too, but I appreciate y'all patience as we building this thing out. As y'all know, our sponsor for today's episode is Uptown Creative House, a creative studio home and next to last productions, Uptown Sounds, Uptown Nationals Clothing Company, Film House 35, Film House Cinemas. Everything, man. We doing everything over here. And as y'all know, all y'all who build brands, who, have something that you're working toward, it takes time to build it out, man. And that's what we doing. We're going to take our time. We're going to do this thing the right way. So big shout out to all of my supporters out there. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. To all of my artists out there who have been featured on this episode of Uptown Sound. In any episode of Uptown Sound, y'all already know we family. We locked in. Hit me up whenever. Anybody who's interested in being on Uptown Sounds, hit me up. Shoot me a DM. Maimuxic, Maimuxic on IG. Shoot me a text, 810-853-1617. Send me an email, maya@sonicscoutradio.com, MAIYA. And bringing us out today is that boy Al Storm. That's that boy Al Storm. Y'all already heard from the man, but now y'all finna hear from him. This is his joint, Pretty Woman. I want to thank y'all for tapping into Uptown Sounds. I'ma holla at y'all on the other side. Peace.
Streets is set. Hey, T to God, we got one. Beach life, baby.
Living this life we live in. 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 Pretty women. Living this life we live in. 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 Pretty women. Where do I begin? Sunrise is unbelievable. Sunset you never forget. I got here cause I caught a wave, but I made my own way. I'm just a legend from across the way. All I see is foreigns and pretty women. Some are in designer, some are laid back. I just got here, set up shop, and figured a way to get these stacks. Now I'm never looking back, unless shorty's asking me to dance, and that's a fact. I doubled down on that. She approached me with Bentley keys and said, let's take a hike. I told her, nah, I'm from Northern Virginia, I'm aight. But I said it very polite. Just being honest. Living this life we live in. 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 Pretty women. Living this life we live in. 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 Pretty women. I'm just living my life. Some smoke, some don't. Some drink, some won't. Just living my life. Some ask to take flights. Some ask to camp and hike. Just living life. Some want me to stay the night. Pretty woman with your heart first. But all I can see is Julia Roberts. But she's sweet. I call her Starburst. I'm from Virginia. I'm a sucker for lovers. Exquisite dinners, wine and champagne. Foreign women that are licking English, but she understands what I'm saying. I landed at the beach. Every day's like a vacation. Pretty women on any occasion. I'm just stepping outside, getting to the money. They watching me being patient. Living this life we live in. I'm getting to the bag. Ain't no competition. I might have found a wife, so there might not be any more audition.
Streets just set. Beach life.
Living this life we live in. 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 Pretty women. Living this life we live in. Living this life we live in. Living this life we live in.